On another test drive, this Jeep is fully CAN controlled. It has the MoCAN module in it. All the signals for air conditioning, cruise control, power modes, etc. are being run through the CAN networks. This Jeep had a Camaro SS fan installed. That Camaro SS fan is being controlled directly by the GM computer, and the GM computer is taking into account vehicle speed, engine coolant temperature, AC condenser pressure, and a bunch of other parameters, transmission fluid temperature. So it's fully integrated the way GM intended, and we have learned now over the last couple of years about proper fan integration and how hard we can run these fans. One of the limits of a pulse width modulated fan is they do have a duty cycle. If you work them too hard, they're going to shut down. So we've been working with a balance of getting maximum fan performance, but at the same time maximum efficiency and reliability. Let's go in depth and look at some of the functions of MoCAN. Most of these functions are similar to what the MoTech module can do. They can both integrate the air conditioning, cruise control, tap shift, etc. The way they do it is a little bit different. The MoCAN module can get a few slight functionalities that the MoTech module can't, and the MoTech module can get several functionalities that the MoCAN module can't. One thing I'll say about the MoTech module is it's very versatile. It can be installed in a non-CAN vehicle, or it can be installed in a vehicle where you want to change the configuration. Let's say you want to add a aftermarket cruise control switch or tap shift switch paddles. It's easy to do with the MoTech module. It can be done with the MoCAN module too, just not as easily. The MoTech module is currently user upgradable, which means you can plug in a USB port and upgrade the firmware, even change the vehicle configuration right through that USB port in your PC laptop using our software. The MoCAN module is not user updatable yet, but it is our goal to get it there. Let me refresh your memory on the different 6L80 transmission modes, because it's still confusing for a lot of guys. When you're in drive, it's a full automatic. It's an adaptive automatic, which means it learns how you drive. Just leave it in drive most of the time and you'll be fine. When you pull it back into second, you have three distinct modes. The first mode is gear lock. So if you're going between two gears like fifth and sixth, going up a steep grade, drop it back into the manual gate while you're going up the hill in fifth, and it will lock it in fifth, and then it won't upshift to sixth. The second mode is sport mode, I like to call it, and in that mode, when you come to a stop, you can either set maximum gear that will upshift to, or launch in second gear depending on your operating system. The third mode is obviously tap shift or manual mode. So if you're in the second gear gate and you're moving, as soon as you touch the tap shift switch, it will kick it into the manual mode and you have full control over the transmission, up and down, shifting. This vehicle has an LS3, so when we come to a stop and kick it back into the manual gate, we can select any gear we want it to upshift to and not out of. And I will demonstrate that here shortly. Here we are on a dirt trail, and let's say I don't want to upshift at a third going down this trail. It could be the same thing if you want to run a canyon and you want to set your maximum gear. What we're going to do is we're going to come here and drop it into the manual gate, and you'll notice that it's indicating first. Well, I don't want to stay in first, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump it into second, third. Then we're going to launch. First, second, third. And that's it. It won't go out of third. Now, let's say I want to go up into fourth. I can bump it. We're in fourth. Too tall of a gear going down this little trail. Drop it down. Drop it down. Now I'm off the brakes and I'm slowing down. So, setting maximum gear can be very useful, especially if you're going to run in sand or mud and you don't want to upshift and bog down your wheel speed. And and this operating system will allow you to do that. The heavy-duty operating systems in general allow you to launch in second gear, which also can be beneficial.